Hello, everyone. It's me, Butterfly Spirit, aka Michelle. So, I am back to do another video that I'm adding to the Sharing My Grief series on YouTube. So, for those of you who don't know, I recently lost my mother, and I feel that the best way for me to deal with my grief is for me to share my experiences that I've had with my mom. So, um, the last video I did was called Sunny Day. I talked about me finally getting a chance to spend time with my mom after um, like seemed like months or years of like her like shutting me out and stuff. So if you're interested in watching that video called Sunny Day about me and my mom spending time together after like a long time, then you're welcome to watch that video. And that video will give you more clarification um, about like my relationship with my mom and stuff. I consider my relationship with my mom to be very close, but up until a couple of years ago, it was not. And then she became rather distant and stuff. So it most of our interactions had been where she would be behind the screen door talking to me rather than her coming outside and talking to me. So Sunny Day is a really good video where I shared about the experience I had with her not too long ago where she came outside and we got a chance to spend time together that day. So if you're interested, go ahead and watch that video. Today's video is called The Quick Visit. So um, so I decided to visit my mom again. And this time it was not sunny. This time it was in the I think it was like chilly outside, even though it was like fall, I guess, when I was visiting my mom. And so I came to visit her. I believe it was on a fall day when I was visiting her, and um, I um, knocked on the door, and I like waited for her to like come down the stairs, and it took me like 3 knocks, and then I finally heard her walking down the stairs because of the creak of the stairs and stuff. Since she lives in like a rather old house and stuff, which happens to be my grandma's house, by the way. So I heard my mom coming down the stairs, and then I went to sit down on the porch steps, um, and I just kind of waited. And my mom came to the door. She opened the door, but she kept the screen door closed. And she said to me, "What's up?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just coming to see how you're doing and everything." And she's like, "Oh, I'm doing okay. How you doing?" And then I started telling my mom about, things going on like at work and everything like that and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And I asked her again like how she was doing, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm not really feeling too well. I'm kind of tired and stuff." And I could tell she was tired because like the bags in her eyes, it looked like she wasn't getting any sleep. And I'm like, "Mom, you don't like you're getting any sleep." She's like, "Well, I have a cold and everything, so I'm feeling kind of tired." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, hey, Mom, um, uh, like, well, I don't, I want you to be able to get some rest and stuff, and stuff." And she told me like that she had a cold, like a head cold and stuff, so she was feeling well. So I said, "Okay, Mom, well, I'll just go ahead and go ahead and let you get some rest and stuff." And she like closed the door, like really abruptly and everything. And so that was kind of it. That was like the that was like my interaction with my mom, and she closed the door. It was kind of chilly outside anyway, so I was like, okay, I'll just head on home, I'm thinking. So I just walked down the stairs, walked down the sidewalk path, making my way to where the trash cans were. I moved the trash cans, went through the the wooden door of the fence and everything that's like hard to get open with the latch and everything. So I moved the latch, opened the door, walked through the path and stuff, and then walked across the grass, walked up to where my car was, and then I got in the car. And then I kind of felt like when I was in the car, I felt kind of sad, and I started up the car and then backed out the driveway, went up the alley, turned right, and then started making my way home. And you know, I felt sad because this was a time where my mom shut me out. Like, if you guys watched my sunny day video, then you guys heard about like the positive interaction I had with her. But in the video, I also talked about like the negative interactions. And with this day, which is referred to as quick visit, this is more of a negative interaction, more of a rushed type of visit, because when me and my mom used to be closer, when I lived with my mom, like, we would spend hours talking. I mean, hours. Like, hours talking and stuff. When I used to live with my mom, when I was, like, high school, and even when I was in college for, like, a couple years, like, still, like, I was, like, spending time with my mom. My mom and I would go places and stuff. It was great. Up until a few years ago. And then I noticed my mom kind of got distant and stuff from me and everybody else, and would start having like issues like trauma, like where she started like questioning people, saying who are you and this and other, like, and like totally disassociating herself from like her family and stuff. And it's been hard. I dealt with my mom distancing herself for years now, and it really hurt, like how distant my mom was, like how we were close to like not even getting a chance to like me getting a chance to like spend time with her, and her like treating me like like a stranger and everything. It was like sucks, but I love my mom, so no matter what, I'm gonna like try my best, and so I was sad, but I was glad at least I got a chance to see her. Now, one crazy thing that you guys may not know is that that quick interaction of seeing my mom that particular day, that was the last time I saw my mom alive. So, like, just thinking about how quick that was, and like how like I felt that she shut me out that day, and then like later down the line getting the news that I did, and it was like months later, because she had shut me out, I decided not to go back and see her, and plus because I was working and everything, and my mom didn't have a phone. I wanted to give my mom a phone, but I was like, well, she kind of shut me out, then maybe she won't want to talk to me. So that's why like I would write her letters about like what I was learning about Christianity and not being a Christian, and the stuff I was learning about the Bible, and about like how like Christianity was fake because of like the stuff I was going through, and there was never seemed to be a solution at all and stuff. And it wasn't until like I left Christianity that things started getting better, and I started exposing my mom to the information I got, because years ago my mom was researching, she was doing a lot of research and stuff, and my mom would always ask, why is this happening, why is that happening, like she'd be wondering like why black people getting killed, why is this happening, why is that happening, and she'd always have questions about that. And so my mom would talk to me about it, and I would never have an answer. But it wasn't until I started looking into my research with with Christianity and the Bible and everything that I finally started to realize that the truth and about why things were happening. So I decided to share that with my mom through letters and stuff. So at least I was able to, like, in a one-sided way, communicate with my mom through letters, because whenever I tried to approach my mom about what I was learning about Christianity, then like she would kind of like be rigid against me and stuff and feel like only the church knew this and that or whatever, and she thought, the sun rised and set on the church, and that the people there knew everything about stuff, and that's what she felt. And so because of that, I just was like, well, okay, there's no point in talking to her like this, so let me just send her letters, and stuff. And she did receive my letters, because like through the times of me visiting her, I would notice that, the envelopes would be in there and stuff. And it wasn't until after my mom passed that I noticed that she had received every single letter and read every single thing that I sent her. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much it for the video, the quick visit. And like I told you guys, that was the last time I saw my mom alive. And so, from here, I'm going to be doing my next video, which is going to be called The Phone Call. And it takes place months after that interaction that I had with my mom and stuff. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be down on me and saying, oh, why didn't you go visit your mom and stuff like that? I'm like, well, I had issues with my car, that I wasn't able to afford and fix. Plus, I lived on my own. I had bills and everything I had going on and stuff. And I was trying to focus as much on being independent as possible by working and taking care of myself, so my mom would know that, that I was okay, So that's pretty much what I was doing. When I would come see my mom, I wanted to bring her progress and good things I was doing, rather than like how I might have this or that going on. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it for the quick visit. Stay tuned for my next video, which is called The Phone Call. See you guys.